Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or much good depending on your location. Please join in the struggle to liberate our people from the contraption. Like and share videos and update. Stop acting dictatorial. Obey court order. Release Nnamdi Kanu. Peter Obitas, Tinubu. Oh yes. Now at long last, Mr. Peter Obi, who is the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, in the last conducted charade in Nigeria, he has joined the advocacy for the release of Nnamdi Kanu at last. At last. Now, Peter Obi, speaking to journalists at his own residence in Onitsha, Anambra State, described Nigeria as being on the brink of failure and emphasized the importance of upholding the rule of law. Oh yes. Oh yes. Now he called on the federal government to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu Onyendu himself. Promptly, he cited court rulings that granted Mazi Nnamdi Kanu bail unconditionally. Oh yes. Look at his words, quote, "My take on Nnamdi Kanu is that I don't see any reason for his continued detention, especially as the courts have granted him bail. The government must obey the courts. The rule of law is an intricate asset that we must cherish and live with. I use this same opportunity to plead with the federal government to ensure that all those who are in similar conditions are released and discussed with. We're in a democracy and we should not be doing things that are arbitrary and not within the law. I want to use this opportunity to say that all those who are being held because of one protest or the other should be released. Whether it is freedom fighters, NSAS protesters, or even because of freedom of speech, be journalists, let them all be released immediately. We are a democratic country, and people have rights under the Constitution to express themselves freely. They also have the right to peaceful protest, and we must listen to them. We must listen to those who say they are not happy. That is why it is a democracy. We should stop acting dictatorial and behave as if this is not a democratic country." End of quote. Oh yes, I've seen a statement. Say, bring people closer. Those who are not happy. Yes, discuss with them. Attacking them is not the best. You are acting dictatorial. Yes, this is dictator. You are making yourself a dictator. From Buhari to Tinubu, dictator. They are just dictators. They are not following the rule of law, what the law says. You have said it. That's what Peter B is saying. Say, this is a democracy. You guys should stop doing things that are arbitrary and not within the law. Yes, that's what he's saying. He said the rule of law is an intricate asset that we must cherish and live with. It's an asset. That's what you use to govern people. The rule of law. They are human beings. They are not animals that you say maybe that, you are training, you are rearing. You are not rearing them. They are human beings that have the same brain like you. Yes, they have thinking faculty like you. So for you to govern, that's why it's governance. It's not all about you are, they are not your subjects. You are governing them. That's the point. Yes. So both the government and the people, they are equal before the law. Those in authority, they are equal before the law. Yes. Nobody is above the law in a civilized society, civilized climate. That's the point Peter B is making. So, but, he has finally made his statement, his own assertion, his own feelings known to the people, though he waited so much before he made the statement about Nnamdi Kanu. Oh yes. Oh yes. So that's why we say, finally, Peter Obi has come out of his shells and to demand the unconditional release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And his speech is just, very wonderful. Yes, very wonderful speech he made there. Said they are becoming dictators, and that's true. They're dictatorial. Yeah, despotic leaders are getting all the powers to themselves. No one to the citizens. You have all the rights and powers to exercise. That's dictatorship, dictatorial system of government. Yes, tyrants. So he said, you have seen the court order there. Release him. That's what the court says. Oh, yes. So that is what Peter B is saying now. He made a statement while in his home in Indonesia. He called for Muslim Kanu'S release. His unconditional release. Yes, we have been saying it. The court judgment, specified it. Say discharged and acquitted. No ambiguity. No ambiguity. There is discharged and acquitted. Simple. So, October 13, 2022, the appeal court in Abuja expressly delivered their judgment. That mention was, yes, discharged and acquitted. And since then, government of Buhari failed to listen to the court. Now we have seen another dictator. He's holding Mazinam Kanu. So, in flagrant of that court judgment. So that is what is happening, and that is not good. And when all these things are happening, you expect things to be normal the way it's supposed to be. It is not true. Many people will react to it. Will react to these dictatorial activities and actions. Yes, because they are human beings. They are not goats that you will rear and you tame them and they become your own. You tell them when to eat and when not to eat and when to go out. No. They're human beings. So they will react to all these things happening to them. That's why you see the BLA springing up, all of them springing up, yes, to protest. These are forms of protest because you become a dictator, iron fist. You govern people with iron fist, or you rule, better still, you rule with iron fist, being despotic leader and officials. So what do you expect, people? They're human beings, they will react, and that's what you are seeing. That's the reactions you are seeing in the Southeast, and they will say insecurity. That is not insecurity. That is people reacting to the occupation, the brute force of the government against them, while keeping their leader in detention, and the court have said, release him. You fail to release him, and you think that things will normal. No way. People will react, and they have been reacting. When you see this what happening, that's reactions of the people, yes, of the citizens, for the dictatorship, for the tyrant of the government, the despotic nature of government, for the brute force, for the occupation of government. Yes. So people are reacting to it in many ways. Not just sit at home. There are a lot of things happening, like this what happening. Yes. So the killing of the police, the army, they are the reactions. Human beings, they are reacting in their different ways, in their diverse ways. That's the reactions. So the reactions will continue. Oh yes. So but Peter B said, release this young man. Court has